Alright, what we're going to do is I might piggyback on the other video that we did that was talking about Bluetooth. This has to do with pulse. You know, it's insane, dude, how much. It's so easy, but listen, you're not dealing with human beings. You're dealing with the unseen. This will literally blow your mind in half. Because I've been taught and trained how to think and ponder about things instead of just running right into them. Except when to me, it's justifiable, and for you too, it is. But you're dealing with these nasty ass spirits, and I've been thinking about this for a long time now. And truthfully, what just hit me today was, I think it wasn't Pythagoras, because that's all made up anyways. It was, who was it? Was it Socrates? There's a pulse. There's a heartbeat. The same way that we have a heartbeat, we have a pulse, but it comes from up there, from that, and along with everything else. Before all this crazy, weird, dumb technology, the worst that's ever been on this earth, you know, above your head, there's music comes from the spheres, the tones. Tones, comes from your spinal cord. It's insane how all this is connected in music too. But see, the music creates a certain impulse in our blood because your blood's magnetic. It's positive. It's the same as ocean water. Okay? When you check your pulse. But what gives you your pulse? Something has to make you run. You're not a machine, right? Big bang. You're a machine. You're a motor. You're a computer. And I know this whole time you've been sitting there, and I don't even have to say anything else, do I? Most of y'all have, you know some of this or of it. But this is not something that you can speak to stupid people about. And we got to say who they are. They're stupid. I love them, and you do too. Listen, the group of people around me, I told them all. I let it all out. And I said, you're as a whole, you're an alcoholic. Without the alcohol, and y'all are all going to that destruction path. And I'll just look at you. Because see, the thing is this is people can make fun of me, but the work and the motivation and the work ethic and the energy that I bring to anywhere, it pisses people off. They don't like me. They're like, he just works too hard. It's like, y'all don't work hard enough. So I'm not going to work and you pay me. I'm going to work and pay all y'all, or I'm fucking gone. And so what I've done is I've created a small business. Yeah. See, if you pay attention to wherever it is you are, pay attention to, because I hate the AI, but this is the system that we're in. And when you figure out this is just you, and this business, an EIN number is just another human being. That's it. And that's what you are. Your EIN is your Social Security. And so now this entity, this corporation, this LLC, now it's time to make it a superstar. And now there's so many systems that you can just pay whatever. Dude, it's so, and see, the thing is already, we know they're not teaching the young children anything about credit, no checking accounts, nothing about money, nothing. So, I already know my goal is by 2027, when is it? March? It's one of them dates. It's in March, though, 2027, is what the goal of this physical form under the guise of Matt, which is cool, is going to do. And then we are going to be ready by then to never be seen again, hypothetically. But what we have to do is we have to study nature first. And nobody knows anything about nature. They don't know anything. It's insane. That's what we're saying. This is Ahriman right here. This is all Ahrimanic intelligence. It's some real shit. It took me a long time to grasp that. But then again, my brain was developed inside the occipital lobe, the sensorium organ, and all that. So this is a projection, and the moon and all that up there. This is the ground, projection, projector. That's where the projector in school came from, is all that. It's all an invention of us. So, when we eat from the ground, that is charging right there. That impulse that's in the ground eventually goes into us. And then it turns into wine, which is blood. That battery shit. And when you create this billions of goy, see, now you've got to get deeper. Because see, the TV, okay, is the TV light? It's a yes or no question. Yes, it is. Is it colors? Yes, it is. What is that light? Yes. Does it create color? Yes, it does. Every spring. So, when we're looking at TV, okay, does it create an impulse? Yes. If you're in sales, there's impulse buying. You put it on the end cap. Why do they put it on the end cap in a grocery store? Impulses. Now, times that impulse every day, you little goy Ahrimanic dummy. That's who you are. You don't know who you are. You're just this fucking being of Ahriman. Your impulse has been this. Even people that don't even eat good still see it. They literally eat like shit and drink like shit and still see it for what it is. That's how fucking powerful we are on the inside and how powerful the brain is. But see, the same way we didn't worship nature. Like people, this Ahrimanic being worships that shit. We go run and buy all this shit and put on. Do you see what I mean? It comes through there. Well, why don't we run out there and grab everything? Because we can. He's never taught that. Okay, this unseen being that's doing this. Okay, people keep saying reset. They reset the world again. Listen, it's not about a reset. That's not what it's about. Listen, all they've done, it wouldn't be no different than if you had a farm and you had livestock on your farm and you kept moving for 10 years. Well, every time you moved, we'll say you've got a generational farm for 200 years. So one generation has them here where they move the livestock over here. Then they move them here for 40 years and then move them here. And then move them here. And everywhere they move them, they do what to them? They use the fucking shit out of them. They use them. They live off of them from God. Do you understand? They're moving where God's wanting them to move. These motherfuckers have been moving humans wherever they want them to move. And during this whole time, the real unseen that I see that has been controlling the fucking minds, like it's just like just like these. The same way that this unseen, this is fucking satanic as shit. And if you don't believe in it, we can fucking prove it. You're too stupid. So the same way that all this comes through here and into here, is the same way all this is supposed to come down into the ground and into here when you hear the birds chirping and the flowers and the blooms and the colors and all that. It's crazy. I have art 5.0. You a fucking dummy. Get away from me, you black fucking magic demon of Ahriman. But it wasn't Pythagoras. It was one of the other ones that's talking about a pulse within the sun. And how that pulse creates the pulse within all life forms. And so now, where we are, those of y'all that can see this, our pulse is back to God. Back to our higher power and being neutral. You can't be an atheist. And this Ahrimanic deity, the impulse is this. They could have created this shit a long time ago, but we are in Aquarius now. They couldn't do it. You got all these people talking about time. Listen, once you learn how to read that shit right there, they can't. That's one fucking thing they can't lie about. But they obey that, whatever it is. That's what I'm saying. Certain numbers work around gematria, but nothing happens. And this thing already knows that the goy are going to get excited on finding something. But we do find it. You didn't do something, but we found your circuit. I'm on your circuit of Saturn. Isn't that fucked up? How one of your own creations popped through your grid of pills, drinks, chemicals, foods, TV, porn, every fucking thing else under the sun. Under the sun. And, you know, because I mean, dude, it gets depressing. And I know y'all do. But that's a worldly emotion. It's an emotion. You're supposed to be shunned. You're supposed to be ridiculed because you're dealing with deities within your family and friends' brains. That's their impulse has only been what this unseen from the other side has given flesh form to write in scripts and then produce it through this and then channel it through the brain. And then as a child, is it not crazy? Go talk, just say, come here, go look up with me. No! And they fucking get mad. And you're just saying, hey, go look up. That's because that impulse every day, space, commercials, everything. Billions of images in the human being's head of satanic, fake-ass, black magic, weak fucking magicians trying. They're doing it. And they've done it. But I see you fucking cowards. But it's not them. It's just like the goy. It's not them. It's whatever they've written and gave to them. So whatever's in there is the goy's brain. What's in ours now is coming from here. Now we identify this shit for what it is because over here is where it is. But see, the pills and all this other shit eventually, it'll be a law. You'll go to jail. It's fucked up. Look, just go do your research on in this. Those two combined are the same as that. Look, there's nothing new under the sun. It's the same fucking, look, this weak ass unseen thing, it always does. It's been doing it forever. And now they're there. And it's our blood. See, the more humans, life forms that we are now, the more that there are on earth that are fucking literally lost. Your blood is literally, it's a power source for this thing that created you. Organ donors and all that shit. No. Look, whenever they were throwing the babies into the statues burning of Baal, you know, they had the black Saturnian priest robes and shit on, throwing babies in. Well, now those robes are just ER scrubs aborting the babies. It's the same. It's just the different disguise, just like how is LGBT gay community in bed. That's how fucking weak this thing is. It can't even fucking get any better. It just uses the same thing. Well, it's worked. It's stupid. It's stupid as shit. And I'll never get this. I ain't gonna get what I need to fully unlock, but they already know that I'll get it without getting it. I know that sounds crazy, but It'll come to me. I ain't gonna have to read it. That's another thing too. When I was studying like some shaman, magnetic fields, spring water, wells, ditches, creeks, positive, negative sides of the water. They were talking about certain individuals, you know, because at one point in time, writing is black magic, period. Printing press too is black magic. So everything was passed down. It was ingrained in you by the way you live, just like now, it's the way you live. Going to get fast food, go sit TV, same thing. But the people have no idea how lost that they are. They don't even know who they are. They're not even real. There's nothing at all in schools, nothing. There's no swimming, farming, nothing. There's no observatories, nothing. It's just AI. That's it. Just dummies. They give you the movie Idiocracy because they're showing you what they're going to do however far down. And I'm pretty sure we need to go look and see like what'll happen hypothetically 20 years or 30 years, 2 months, 2 days, which is 322. Because that's what they'll do. We found out a lot of more shit about some of these numbers, too. Satanic constitution in gematria, satanic gematria is 9/11. Yeah, along with United Nations ritual and every fucking thing else. And it's an ancient, like, slave code number. It is. Because, see, 9, 1's beginning, 9's completion, 9 being destruction. It's just different ways you're going to look at it. That's why you got 19. Because in 2001, 21, the 201 Jesuits, 21, 19 hijackers. And then 19 years later, you get C-10 during the 19-year in lunar cycle. Better yet, how many seasons was Ellen on the air?
19 seasons.
What was it? Oh yeah, I was going to show you something else. I'm going to key in Ellen and satanic. See, Ellen, E-L-L-E-N, L being Saturn, circa L. It's 223 in satanic. And see, that's what they do. And see, you're in a commerce, or no, what was it? Hang on. Oh, that's what it was. Look. Do you see what that says? That's satanic gematria. The term dark art sorcery is 666. And if you get in deep enough, 666 is the magic square of what? The sun. And we're not going to get into that. We're just going to keep it right here. Because see, look. I'm not going to put the and symbol. Okay, on your birth certificate, so if I key in this first and last names in that same cipher, it's 666. Because, see, y'all don't understand what they do to these. They put this, before they create any kind of land, they put these fucking black magic spells on these resources. Because that's our source for energy. Now they've got their source already. And on your birth certificate, it will say commerce on it. It's going to say commerce on it. Now, that says commerce system. What is that? 666. And this is a system to where you got to go, you've got to go to seminary school. Seminary school, 666. There's 100 more I could show you. Oh. You remember the 318 that we always talked about? No, that's not it. Dark. Remember? Look. Dark art 318. Remember, old boy's birthday's on March 18th, and the other old boy died on March 18th. When I showed him, look at what they did to him, and he fucking laughed at it. And they did it to him. You know what his name was? James. His name was James. 223. So, I'm going to get away from that. So, this Ahrimanic deity, all they've ever seen is images. So, if you were forced to look up and all that penetrated into you and charge you and everything, you would laugh at that shit. You would destroy that. But we're going to throw all that away, because the same way that we acknowledge God, we don't acknowledge God and worship the unseen of God. We worship the fucking seen, because we're Ahriman. Man, you are crazy. Hey, Google. These fucking dumb Christians and religious people talk into their phones more than they talk to God. Is that not crazy? Tell somebody. Say, you do know that you're talking to your phone more than you're talking to Jesus or whoever it is. I got my celery in here. Nitric oxide, nitrous. That, even though it's made for money, is still, even though it's inside, the impulse of that is still going to penetrate and get to it. So this spring water, I got my salts in it. So it's literally, if somebody really dehydrated against me drank some of this, they would probably go, "Hey, you crazy! I feel so good right now. I'm going right back to Oregon." Nobody ever drinks water. That's over here. This thing right here, the unseen, has to be worshipped, just like we acknowledged. Because if you're going to worship nature, then you're going to worship one in particular thing or two. But when it comes to this magnetic, the field, the impulse of God, because when we die, that sun turns into the SON. The unseen is just right beside you. And this fucker right here, job is to send billions over with no knowledge of any fucking thing whatsoever. Nothing. Just the only knowledge they have is what this has gave them. Right here. That's it. So instead of them being a real person of the creation and knowing all that, they kill it over here. Go get the chemicals. Kill it. It grows. Oh, gross. These people over here ain't never even been to the ocean, most of them. Or hell, even a fucking lake. They don't even know how to swim. Now most of them don't even know how to read. It's just emojis, and that's what the unseen Satan does. He starts out 3,000 miles away, and these fucking dummies go, he's 3,000 miles away. Some time goes by, and it's like, he's 1,500 miles away. It's okay, we're having an orgy over here. He's still 1,500 miles away. Your generations are going to suffer. No, they're not. He's 750 miles away. He's fucking 700. What's wrong with him anyways, Matt? He's 100 miles away. Matt, we're going to bring him on in here because you see all this pedoville and all this stuff. Praise Jesus. Hell yeah. And there you are. That's the impulse. The same impulse that it slowly took to break everything down into gemstones, marble, and all. That took a long time. It's the same way that this thing has slowly done what it's done over what we know 2,000 years. With our technology. They've used ours. This is an invention of the human anatomy. This is an invention of you. This is fucking stupid. It's for the dumbest Ahrimanic beings. As much as you know in that shit is what you should know 10 times about all that up there and in the ground and all the nature, everything. This is holly. This is some holly. This is some thyme. Oh God, I'm so in love with thyme. That's like, oh. You know, when I lay down, I'll just get this and put it right under my nose. Just sleep. Or I'll get spearmint or peppermint, lavender or rosemary or purple sage or bee balm, balm bee, however you want to call it, thyme. You know, got some cypress. I'm looking at 2 red cardinals right now. There's some blue. I've got all kinds of birds showing up, some chicken hawks. Got my ducks by itself and don't even know it's by itself because it's got life. It's got life. Man, I got every fucking superhero there is. You know where they come from? What would Thor be? That's the easiest one. Come on. With the hammer, Thor, that would be Jupiter. What would Batman be? It'd be Saturn. Yeah. But at the end of the movie, in Batman Dark Knight Rises, when he goes, where's Mr. Black? He's the only one that can save the day. Saturn! Where's Saturn at? Where's he at? And see, I was talking about that grid. The reason I'm allowed to do what I'm doing is because I do respect it because it's fucking, look, y'all have no idea. They won't take out a whole fucking continent, they can't. And then go on to other countries and go, a huge asteroid blew up everything. And then for the next 300 years, that's all that would spread. And then in 300 years, that's what I'm saying. That's how easy it is for this fucking thing to just do whatever it wants to do. And then there goes that history. After any war that they create and the mindsets, it's all a lie. So that whole, out of the ashes comes lies. And then it grows into where we're at now. Don't you listen to him. You see all, that's Ahriman. Can you fucking listen? No, I'm not. Because I have got 50,000 hours of the news into me. And I'm a Satanist. Praise Jesus. And they are. They are Satanists. The children are stupid as shit. They cannot fucking read now. They can't even cook. They can't even do anything. And they're sucking the older ones down. And it's so ingenious what they do. When it comes to this Ahrimanic materialism and you create these generational dummies, you know, how they create like in the first 1 or 2 generations, you know, it's going to flourish. And then here comes their weird, fake, shitty technology to create rebellion and stars. And then they start bucking against them, and eventually those fade away. And, fuck yeah, here we are. It was all meant to do that. You start out with everything just so fucking controlled, and then just start throwing rebellion out. It's just like the Masters. There could have been a women's Masters. But see, when you have more than one fucking thing, then you can't bring in another group in time when you've created more dumb billions of goy and go, we won't play there too. Won't you just fucking go build one? Men built it, and then you're bitching to go play it. Won't you go be a fucking pioneer? Because it's not fucking real. That's one of the biggest places too covered up down there. The Masters. You need to think Masters of the Universe. Which He-Man has got the Maltese cross, fucking blonde hair and blue eyes and big. He's the Aryans. Aryans is the Arimans. It is not hard to see it. Arimonic ignorance is like he said. Arimonic intelligence. Because Arimon creates confusion. See, when this is, I'm there. I'm godlike. Y'all are here. You're Arimon like, he is fucking crazy. He has no idea how many cartoons that I've seen in that, and it's just like that. When you are as vocal as me and get loud, watch, like, if I need to start filming everywhere around me, and watch the fucking people next to me. They run from me. Now I'll talk about, well, we need to talk, and it's like, you've never talked for almost 4 decades. So as a professional psychiatrist, okay, you've never applied any planning, any action, anything whatsoever in bettering yourself. You've always destroyed yourself. How the fuck's your brain going to sit down and comprehend anything in almost 40 fucking years of doing nothing? Nothing. You can't, because you're a fuck up. And see, then it turns into the control. So then they want to destroy you when they're only doing it to themselves. That's a fucking dumb, satanic, Arimonic being. That all runs and gets people to co-sign their shit. Am I wrong? No, you're not wrong. I told them all, I said, you're this sick fucking group. You're sick people. You're sick. You won't let nobody else in. And that's why you don't have nobody. They say, well, he can't run nothing. He'll run them all off. And it's like, you don't have no workers because nobody wants to be in an environment that's shit. It's good to y'all because you're shit. And that's why there's no good workers. It's because it's shit. So you get out of it what you put into it. It's that fucking easy. And I'm tired of hearing everybody saying, well, everybody's shit. Of course, it's a convoluted system. They're Arimonic shitheads. They're malnourished. They're dehydrated. They have no fucking senses. They have no smarts, nothing. These children, this is it. That's all they have. This is it. This is it. That's all they've done every fucking night their whole life now. This is it. So that's who you're up against. That's what I'm saying. It's over, guys, for me and you. It's over. We're going to have to ride this thing out until they lock us up. Go watch the Humanity Bureau. Please, please watch it again. Watch the very beginning of it. Don't even watch the whole movie with Nicolas Cage. Whenever he's traveling somewhere, there's an old man in his house. And Nicolas Cage is coming out there to make sure that he's going to be a provider for this new society of Nazism that everybody's going into. No, we're not, man. We're getting out of this. We're getting out of this. And so he goes there, and the old man has a picture of Trump and him sitting there doing this. And he's coming there because the old man's he's not going along with it. And he's sitting there mad, and he's like, I had lunch with the president at the United States Capitol. Well, it doesn't matter. We're in a enslaved Nazi system now, full fucking throttle. So he goes in there and gets his weapon and tries to shoot him, and then of course they shoot him. And that's what your children that are 3, 4, and 5 right now, they're on their way to be trained to be these fucking Stalin, all of the dictators, the same recipe they're using again. They're training them how we're the terrorists. Yeah, they're not going along with it. And you need to think about that Arimonic being there down the unseen that I see ya! That they're creating. And they're going to come get you. Just like in that movie. Just fucking like it. Not that way. It'll be the same though. Same actions. Same. The same. And of course it's like, oh, do y'all have water? Listen, where does that come from? Where does no waters around come from? From movies. This thing cannot exist without its TV. That's its weapon right there. It cannot exist. It cannot exist without that bullshit right there. It would be fucked up overnight if half the fucking world said, fuck this. It would fucking collapse. In the school systems, this is what I want y'all to do Monday through Friday. Mondays have a 60s day. 70s Tuesday, 80s Wednesday, 90s Thursday, and then up to date Friday. Each day you're going to teach the exact same fucking way it was in the 60s, 70s, 80s, and 90s. Punishment, 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 no punishment, no punishment. You see? Lax. I'm a piece of shit unsane at Maxie's. Boy, just wait until we go to the other side. That's why they got to keep me here. You need to get into some fucking research, guys. I know y'all do, but you need to really stay into it. The unseen is realer than the real deal Holyfield. Controlling dead spirits is real. Not knowing symbols inverted going to the other side will be your fucking fishing hook. None of y'all, the people against us, don't even know about symbols. Well, they're there for a reason. And you're here for a reason too. So if you're brought here for a reason, then you're going to be controlled by symbols inverted. Representing this fucking world. Which is shit now. I'm just going to leave it at that because this video is long enough. But I want you to fucking think about this. Because I'm really coming out of it. I love you.